ATO is doing, and many companies doing. In the last 15 years, 20 years, this is most advanced technology in the world, which means we put the membrane into the reactor to eliminate any clarified sedimentation tank, to reduce space, to solve sludgy bulking trouble. And that's really we invent a lot of membranes. But unfortunately, all the membrane in the world is clogged. You have to take it out, or you have to put in chemicals, okay, to wash in 2 to 3 months. It may not be very costly, but looks somehow tricky, troublesome. Okay, but it will affect the lifespan of membrane. And we develop some of technology we call low-cost membrane and no-fouling membrane, never fault. This is the first Chinese technology of MBR. We will present to, we already present, but we will disclose the patents because we apply American patent. So you will get what is it, sure. But this technology can be applied not only for airport, for everywhere, okay, and maybe in Saigon, I don't know. The beauty is that this technology has 100 times higher permeate flux. Very quick. It's not like 0.1, 0.4, 10 meter, which means 1 square meter can treat 10 cubic meters of wastewater, not 0.1, 0.4. So we can save a lot of material cost and lower air supply needed. Only 15, air to water, only 15, not 30, not 40, not 50. And what we do, we only do backwash 1 minute using treated water, and once in every 2 days, not 30 minutes. This technology has been tried many times at HKUST for 2 or 3 years, small scale already, and after that, a DST be convinced, let's do for, this is the treated water, okay? And let's do for much bigger one, still not that bigger, okay? 20 cubic meters. And so now it's doing at Kuichong Industry wastewater pumping station. Everywhere pumping station, because pumping station have a lot of space, okay? And so we can do this one. This is our demonstration plants. Just start commissioning. Okay, and DST wants to evaluate all the pros, cons, and the problems. Make sure this technology can be improved. Then we can go for larger scale trial. Okay, this technology is so compact, which if it is to be applied in the future in Satien, and how much space we can save, we usually have this space now in Satien. And all these space boxes by red lines can be removed, no need. What we want to do, we only need this kind of space, indicated by this box here. We don't have sludge because we can put the sunny together. And this is perfect technology for moving our treatment plant into mountain cave. We can release a lot of lands for the society. We can turn the treatment plant into underground because it's a very compact. All the treatment plant is 6 hours. What is the conventional one? Even the conventional ABR, 10 hours, 15 hours, we only need 6 hours because our flux is so high. And hopefully, this process we give a special name called MOST. This is the ultimate version of our MBR. MOST not means Ministry of Science Technology. Okay, it's only this one. And here is the history of our technology, starting from trying everywhere, and I think it's mentioned in no time. Okay. Then the last one, we're taking a super technology. The super technology, it is that, maybe I go through this one, and seawater toilet flushing. And because of seawater toilet flushing, we can think of some new ideas. That whether we can recover phosphorus. Phosphorus will be diminishing in next 50 years. Phosphorus means the fifth element of life. No phosphorus, no life. It's simply as important as rare earth metals in the next 50 years. How much is the cost? The cost is, okay, now. So how we can do it? We can recover the phosphorus from urine, because urine contains a lot of phosphorus from urine. And usually what do? We can put in those kind of chemicals to human urine, then to produce a phosphate fertilizer called Shewa. This is nothing new. But the new thing is that we can put in seawater. We don't need the chemicals. Why? Because seawater contains a lot of magnesiums, a lot of alkali God gave us. So we can do this one, and then we can do separation of urine from toilet. It has been widely applied in our country. Beijing airport, they are applied, but this is not water saving, for different purpose. So waterless toilet, urine separate toilet, already there technology. So we can get urine out of toilets, put in seawater, within 15 minutes, we can remove 95% P. How much is the P? The tons of P is talking right now in our China is 18,000 renminbi per ton. So we can turn our wastewater treatment real time, first time into profitable industry. Not only passive, business here. Because in the last, every year, the price increase of P higher than gold. You don't buy gold, we buy the future, yeah, of phosphorus. You're going to remember, phosphorus will disappear, no way. And how much money can we bring to Hong Kong if we apply? We can produce at the moment 200 million Hong Kong dollar per year. Wastewater is the resources. It's not anything else. And go much wider. What is the future of Hong Kong? Smart water system for the future of coastal city. That Hong Kong Airport doing excellent work. They develop 3 water system: fresh water, seawater, clear water. We can put together, turn around, can saving 50% of water resources. Much higher than 20% of seawater. And this technology can combine with a super technology. Finally, we can use sunny, so we can solve the problems a lot. And this means this technology, I give them, no longer call green. I call blue water technology because we use seawater. Okay, this blue HKUST blue water technology can save the earth. We can save so much water, so much electricity, and recover so much P. And I take this opportunity to acknowledge my major collaborators in Holland, in South Africa, and all my teams. And finally, I give you summarize in what Lao told us. One water system, burning sludge, things like human beings want to conquer nature is bullshit. 3 water system, sunny technology, following nature. It is a highway to success. Thank you very much.
Wow, this is something very, very interesting. Never heard of it before. Before we go on to the question and answer session, Professor Chen, our president, would have a few words to say. Oh?
I should mention that the last system we were going to try in Nansha. Yeah, through Nansha. So, and I hope we have a lot of business leaders here. We can work together to establish a large-scale demonstration. It is for the future of Hong Kong and China. And technology involving pipeline, infrastructure, green building, wastewater treatment, resources recover is not only one point technology, it's a platform technology.
Well, thank you very much, Guanghao, for giving a very inspirational talk. I knew very little about this. Okay, I came here. Yeah, I knew about the press release, and I knew about Sa Li. I thought it was a great name. But in a way, I think this is a typical example of You know, the Hong Kong can-do attitude is not known to the public. I mean, frankly, even to the person on the 6th floor in HKUST. So, you know, when our school was founded 20 years ago, you know, we were celebrating our 20th anniversary. This is the kind of thing that our founding members, you know, had in mind, okay? Scientifically, technologically, it makes sense. This stuff should impress the peers. You can write papers, right?
Yeah.
You can get awards and so on. That's, but more importantly, it produced a revolutionary technology. So, by the way, this is not just for Hong Kong, as he was saying.
For the whole world.
Okay? Remember 100 years ago, 2 British scientists invented this and everybody else used it. Why not? Why not Hong Kong invent a technology that the whole world uses, you know, in the next 20 years? And you can make money out of it.
Sure.
Okay, I was going to say, okay, because this is not just, not only saving the world, which is a pretty big you know, goal already, but you can make, you see, I was just thinking there, you save space. I was thinking, you know, a lot of people here would know how to use those space, right? I was talking to Nick next to me. So saving space, saving money, saving the world, helping other people make money, producing papers, and inspiring our next generation.
Somehow like too good to be true.
Too good to be true, yeah. You have to tell us more of the challenges. But hopefully, I will also, you know, we're a research university. So Guanghao has, you saw some pictures, a bunch of students and working with him, and those will become future leaders. We want them to have their ideas and so on. So in a way, in some sense, I always think of HKUST as the best kept secret in Hong Kong. You know, you help fund it, you know, all of us here help fund it. You probably hear about our rankings, you know, our business school, you know, there's a business school facilities. But we don't just do those. Those are very important to us. And you heard from Eden that when we go overseas, people hear about those. They open doors. You know, it's like when you get an interview, you know, you need to say, you know, I'm from this school, I know so-and-so. Opens the door. But at the end of the day, it has to be what you produce, what impact. So we want to hire more Guanghao, okay? Okay, and I appreciate, this is a very, I know some of you, and I want to meet every one of you. I think by showing up, I know you're all busy people. By showing up, you supporting us. You know, many of you know Max. This is Max's idea. I hope maybe, even if the reason you come is because you know Max. And when you leave, you hope you have obtained, you know, get something intellectually. Also know a little bit about what Hong Kong Society HKUST is about. So thank you very much for coming. Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, Professor Chen, most people here don't know me. Now we want to open up for questions. If anybody has any questions to ask from Professor Chen, and or afterwards, you know, you can have an engagement with him. Okay, please.
Hi, Max. This is interesting. I represent the government of Malta in Hong Kong. In Malta, they only thrive and they can only survive on recycled saline water. So does this apply to that? For that use as well?
Recycled saline water?
Yeah.
No, this is not applies to the saline water. At the saline water, we already use up to 20-some%. The solution, I think, is for maximize the further reduction of water demand. I would say like HKI, International Airport, are doing. We can, instead of recycling saline water, we should recycle grey water, which is cheaper.
What water?
Grey water. Grey water means a low, not heavily polluted water, generated from kitchens, from washing machines, not from toilets. Because toilet water we call black water. So we have yellow water, grey water, black water. And the white water is drinking water. We have 4 water. So you're talking about the saline black water is already such low level. Once you go up to high level, we can do, yes, but too expensive. I don't believe it's a smart idea.
Okay, thank you.
Saline water means make water from salts, right?
Yeah,
Seawater.
yeah.
Saline water is from seawater, yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes, please.
Professor Chen, this sounds like a disruptive technology because it's very different from what everybody uses. now you said you are going to do a test. How soon, how long does it take for you to prove this technology is really workable?
The Sunny technology will be, we plan to try from this year. If money, DST can secure money very efficiently, we will start from, it already be delayed. It will be starting hopefully from this year, finish in 2 years. So that we can prove on production level. It's not a try level, so it's real level, large scale level. Then I hope the government here will start apply, use. Otherwise, the technology will be used elsewhere. For HKUST, okay, but for Hong Kong, maybe the laws. And for the non-falling membrane, after our pilot trial, I think maybe a few years, we can do further large scale trial. And if any business leader want together can speed up the process, I think we can apply maybe in 1 or 2 years, because the technology has been with us for many years, not just 1 or 2 years. It has been 7 years. Yeah, all this technology I'm talking about to you has been 5 to 10 years, not new ideas anymore. New idea to you, not to me.
How scalable is it? Can you do it very small or how big? And how about the temperature tolerance?
And we tried this Sunny technology over the temperature tolerance 2 years, so which winter, summer, spring.
Is it for cold region?
Cold region, I would say the Sunny technology for cold region, it could be a problem. But we use granulars. We can boost up the biomass concentration, can compensate the effect of temperature. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Can this Sunny technology can apply to chemical water or nuclear sort of waste as well at the same time?
Nuclear wastewater is somehow, you need the absorption of the nuclear compounds. So this is a different story. But any chemicals, whatever the chemical industry, as long as contain a lot of sulfate, we can apply.
I see. So
We
you
can
can
combine
tackle
with different
chemicals.
technology. Yeah, yes. As long as cannery, if ever any wastewater contain high sulfur, report to me. We can work together.
I see.
Cannery,
Has it been applied before?
nobody. We are starting to apply.
Or you are going to?
Yes, because it's new. Nobody thought of about this one before. Until you listen to me, you found out, yes, we can do it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was a guy in Vietnam. He learned the news. I want to work there. I say too far. Vietnam is too far, you know. Also, we don't have money.
Actually, one of the inspiration coming, to try to connect the university to the community was from a book called Crossing the Chasm. Where there was a book written in 1994 by a man called Geoffrey Moore. They were talking about how new technology is being applied into the real world, and it's usually through ideas that are connected to visionaries. And the visionary can think of in terms of a real practical solution, and then bring it out to the market. And then the next part would be for the early adapters to use it, and then we would have to have the pragmatists to use it, and finally the conservative would also come over. So this is one of the reasons why that we thought that there's so many exciting things that are going on inside the HKUST, and the idea is how do we connect them to the visionaries and the entrepreneurs in our community. So if there's no more further question, it's not that you don't have it, but you just don't want to at the moment to come out with it. But give some thought about it, and if you do have some ideas or some more questions to ask before you want to commit or to get this message out to us, somebody who is applicable to it. For example, our energy companies in Hong Kong would definitely be very interested in something like this. Then by all means contact Eden's office, and then you get in touch with the professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.